We have just learned that the Alamo has now closed its doors as a response to new COVID-19 guidelines. The news came just hours after we learned that a doctor with University Hospital has tested positive for the virus. It is the latest travel-related case in Bexar County.
Meanwhile, differing guidelines from simultaneous news conferences this afternoon as the governor and mayor were announcing plans to fight COVID-19 here in San Antonio and in Texas, including restrictions for mass gatherings. President Trump announcing his own recommendations from the White House. Garrett, to start, what are local officials doing right now as we speak?
Well, local officials held a news conference here at the Emergency Operations Center. Besides the governor and the mayor, there were other local and state officials laying out how they're planning on fighting the virus here in San Antonio. Now, the latest is the mayor says he is issuing a new public health emergency declaration that would limit crowds to less than 50 people, a considerable drop from the previous guideline of 500. However, hospitals, churches and restaurants would be exempt from that prohibition, he said. But the restaurants and other establishments would get guidelines on how to help prevent the spread of the virus through taking precautions on things like occupancy, spacing of tables, and emphasizing takeout and delivery. The mayor emphasized afterwards that this could all change again, saying he'll base his decisions on ratcheting up restrictions based on what the CDC says.
The way we stay ahead of this and prevent, delay, and ultimately contain this disease is to make sure that we're doing everything in accordance with the health officials, the health authority, making sure that our response is about the health of and safety of our public, and that's the bottom line.
At the same time the mayor was announcing his plans, President Trump was announcing more stringent recommendations from the White House. He said his administration is recommending to avoid gatherings of more than 10 people and avoid discretionary travel and avoid eating in bars, restaurants and public food courts. Now, we have yet to see the final copy of the mayor's emergency declaration, nor have we seen President Trump's recommendations updated on the CDC website. Coming up at 6 o'clock, hear more about what's being done about testing here in San Antonio and Texas at large and who could be eligible to get one. Live outside the Emergency Operations Center, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.